Welcome back to your TTS Daily Weekend Edition, everyone. We're gonna watch 3 stories together today. We've covered several stories in the past of people, taking voyeurism photos in public settings, up the escalators, public areas, using their handphones. But now, and we've also advocated, for ladies, always wear your safety shorts when you're wearing skirts, cover your behind when you're going up the escalators. But at this point, I think you have to wear safety shorts almost all the time, because look at this video right here. This is basically a pinhole camera fitted into a shoe. At this point, even men are not safe wearing shorts. At this point, men also have to start wearing safety shorts. At the start of the video, you probably didn't notice, but there is actually something crawling on the man's head. Yes, it was actually a cockroach. So this tourist in Thailand got upset because a passerby, a kind lady, actually flicked the cockroach off his head because that cockroach is his pet cockroach. I know, as bizarre as this sounds, this is real, because check the man's behavior as he leaped into the air. By the way, when he leaped into the air, that was a real risky move. This could have ended badly if he landed and stomped on his pet cockroach. And now, for the magical part that you have been waiting for, look at this. He puts his hand on the floor and the cockroach actually sniffs him and crawls up his hand. This is just proof that it really is his cockroach, in addition to how upset he is. I mean, we do not advocate for anyone to keep pet cockroaches, okay? But I mean, this is what it is. Okay, this video is taken recently. I think it's taken at Chu Jetty, Penang, where a pair of tourists, a mother and daughter pair, just finished eating a durian at a durian vendor and they got into a dispute. So let's watch it together. So at the start off, I'm just gonna briefly translate because some of our viewers don't understand Chinese. So the vendor is telling the young lady, you should be reasonable, and the young lady is asking the vendor back, you should be the one that's being reasonable. And the vendor is explaining, don't bully me, I'm already 70 years old. And the young lady is saying that, no, I'm not bullying you. In fact, it is you that is bullying me. And for context, this pair of tourists, probably this mother and daughter pair, just finished eating a durian that cost ringgit $59, okay, and they choose to pay only ringgit 50. So this dispute is over 9 ringgit. They are disputing over 9 ringgit over here. The reason why they only want to pay ringgit $50 is because they feel that the durian is bad. No, they feel that the durian doesn't taste good. They feel that durian tastes terrible, okay, according to her, as we're gonna see right here. Other staffs in the shop is telling her like it's only a few dollars, a few ringgit, 9 ringgits, the dispute, just give it to the vendor. I mean, you already finished, you already ate your durian, right? And now the girl is asking, no, you should give us compensation because the durian tastes terrible. And the vendor asks her, are you feeling unwell? And the girl says, I'm feeling unwell, so I do not want to give the remainder, because if I were to do that, I would be, I'll be very silly. This is the part where she explains, I already give you 50 ringgit, but you must understand, the original agreed price of the durian is 59 ringgit. I don't understand why, and apparently they argued, they had this dispute outside of the shop for 9 minutes. For 9 ringgit. Okay, so the vendor is saying, so you do not want to give, right? And the girl say, no, you should give us, some kind of discount because the durian doesn't taste good. And the vendor is trying to explain to her, there's different kinds of durians, there's different tastes, and everyone has different tastes. So maybe this durian that you ordered, you just didn't like the taste, Some like it sweet, some like it bitter, some like it with a bit of the, alcohol taste, yeah? So she's explaining, like, that's why this is my counter offer. So basically the idea is, I finished consuming the durian and this is my counter offer. I mean, does this work in real life? Are you able to do that? Can I order a steak and if I feel the steak is not done to my liking, after I finish the steak, I can just pay as I like? Anyone can recommend me such a steakhouse?
你们态度让人很难接受啊！
态度是因为我昨天也碰到了一个很奇怪的人，我就把昨天的我的
因为
昨天的事
因为是你奇怪吗？
我不奇怪，我跟你讲，
你到处觉得到处人很奇怪，
没有，
因为你是。
The vendor starts telling her that, you know, your behavior is unacceptable, and then she starts recollecting and talking about how she met a strange. She started recollecting about something strange, or she met a strange person the other day, yesterday. I mean, what context does it have to do with your current Durian dispute right here, you know?
没有，
因为你是你自己奇怪，对吗？
So the vendor say, obviously you are being the weird one because you also had a strange encounter yesterday. And now the girl takes offense to this and saying, no, I'm not a strange person, you are the strange person.
对吗？讲话，你在说我奇怪了。
啊，对啊。
对啊，那你就有问题啊！你为什么要说我奇
是
怪？
你奇怪啊！
是你奇怪。
所以你觉得其他人都奇怪吗？算了，付钱走了。
Finally, the vendor say, 算了，不付钱就走吧. That means forget it, you don't want to pay, just go. By the way, I just want to say kudos to the vendor, okay? The vendor is exceptionally patient, okay? Really exceptionally patient, and I would say really kind, okay?
算了，付钱走了。
干啥？